Hello everyone, good evening. It's Bony Khan. Thanks for being here, and I would like to thank our honorable course instructor Miss Katherine Li for considering our safety and arranging our presentation on online. My topic is how male and female communicate differently using the body language. I think it's a research topic, but I wanted to make a short film on my topic, but I couldn't do so. But I have come up with a short story. Hope you're gonna like it. Now I'm going to read that out. Okay, just wait for a while. Okay, here we go. The title of my story is started with great hope but ended up with broken heart. I awake with the dots of sunshine dancing across my room through the lace of my curtains. I sit down on my bed, holding my pillow, and look outside through my window. It's a sweet shiny morning, sunlight streaming through the green leaves, and the smell of the rain from the night before. Twittering of the birds and the vast blue sky has blown out my drowsiness. I'm feeling like I have reborn and looking my surrounding in a different way. The more I'm looking through my little window, the more I'm becoming amazed and feeling blessed. The morning is calling me outside. The charming scenery of the nature wants that I go more close to it and observe its beauty. However, there were many things on my mind that time, but suddenly the clock ticked and the alarm shrieked like a little baby. It was just 6 a.m. Then I have realized that I have no class today. I left my bed and went to my veranda. I was alone at my home. There is a little garden over there. The teeny night queens were falling down from the tree as if they were trying to set themselves free from the branches. I stared at them for a while and came to a conclusion that nothing lasts longer. Life is short. Why do we waste our time regretting and expecting from others? Who will make us happy? I can create my own happiness and spread it to everyone. So I have decided that today will be my own. I will do whatever I like. I'm going to break all the barriers and move forward. Yes, today is my day. I'm going to celebrate this day with me. So I wore my favorite jeans and t-shirt with my cozy Converse shoes, took my backpack, camera, and went out to discover the world of mystery and surprise. I have interest of observing people's behavior, attitude, and how they communicate to each other. When I'm alone in public place, I put my headphones on air and observe things and people around me. My best friend says I'm good at that. I can observe people with giving them any message that I got eyes on them. However, when I come to the main gate of our apartment, I saw our caretaker standing near the gate. He greeted and smiled at me. I also smiled at him and left the apartment. I saw something unusual on the face of our caretaker. Though he smiled at me, he was nervous and worried about something. Maybe he had a fight with the owner of the apartment or with the tea seller who calls our caretaker Motukaka. I was waiting for a empty rickshaw, but it was quite early morning and it took me a little while to get a rickshaw. I got in the rickshaw and started looking for a nearest restaurant for breakfast. After a while, I got a restaurant. I asked the rickshawala to stop the rickshaw and got down. I gave him 50 taka and he took that with stretching his hair. I asked him, "Do I give you less? Do you want much?" That time I had to see another nervous smile, and it was from the rickshawala. He asked 5 more taka. I feel pity for him as he was old man and gave him 5 taka. Then again he smiled at me, and that time the smile was broad and joyous. Then I entered the restaurant and sat in a position so that I could observe the whole restaurant. The restaurant was almost empty. I saw one of the waiters dozing on a chair. The owner of the restaurant shouted at him, and the waiter jumped off the chair as he saw a ghost. I feel amused and waiting for more entertainment, but I had to disappointed that the waiter walked straight towards me with pressing his eyes and asked for water. I thought, why not little fun? I said him, "You should sleep more, uncle." He gave me an anal look and asked for roti, parota, or naan. It's a special type of bread in our country. I ordered parota and vegetable. After taking the order from the waiter, he went towards the kitchen. I look at his back and made a blizzard. I look at his back and he made a blizzard gestures as he got relief from me. In the meantime, two school girls entered into a restaurant. They sat in a corner and the restaurant and started gossiping. I noticed that the two waiters were too much excited to take the order from the girls' table, and they were arguing between themselves about who is going to serve that particular table. Finally, the more young and handsome waiter won the argument, and he walked to the table like a hero. I was checking my mobile and watching their movements. The waiter was smiling, standing near the table and taking order from the girls. He was taking more time to take the orders and trying to be smart in front of those girls. Meanwhile, my waiter came and served the food. I wondered that he didn't ask me that do I need anything else or not. He went to a chair and started dozing again. I got annoyed and called him to give me a bottle of water. He stood up such a way as I asked him to bring a star from the sky. He gave me a bottle of water and back to his own business again. I started to take my breakfast. After a while, I noticed that the girls were taking their food too, and the young handsome waiters were looking at them as he is the happiest person of the world. He was frequently asking me about random things, and the girls were looked little annoyed with his behavior, as they couldn't talk between themselves because of him. I looked to my back and saw the less handsome waiters were staring at the girls and his colleague like a vulture. After finishing my breakfast, I went to the cashier to pay my bill. Suddenly, I felt like someone standing behind me, and when I looked back, I saw my waiter smiling at me. And I realized that he is for here for the tip. I gave the cashier 500 taka note, and the cashier said he doesn't have the change. So he sent another waiter for change the note. I was waiting there, and that time two girls came to pay the bill. After paying the bill, they wanted to give the waiter tip, but he refused and said he is happy to serve them and there is no need for the tip. One of the girls said, "Apni onek bhalo bhaiya." The waiter was overwhelmed with joy. He went to them to the road and managed them a CNG. I was feeling like, wow, what a drama. Besides, I didn't miss the angry look of the cashier to the handsome waiter. Few minutes later, I got my change and gave my waiter tip. He took the tip like a monkey takes banana from a stranger. I took a long breath and came out from the restaurant, thinking I wish I could be a teenage pretty girl. I was towards the main road. I saw busy people and the heavy traffic on the road. Suddenly, my phone rang and the call was from one of my colleagues. I did a part-time job in a data entry company, but I had to quit my job because of study pressure. The colleague said on the phone that the salary of the last month will be given after 10 a.m. I was so glad to hear that. Yes, today is my day. Yuppie. I tried to get in the bus, but every bus was overloaded. After a little marathon and wrestling, I managed to get in a bus, but there was a hell in it. The bus was full. I was hanging like a bat on the bus. After a while, I saw a middle-aged man was pushing one woman's shoulder with his shoulder. I thought because of too much pressure and bumping in the bus, he can himself to control his shoulder. But later I got that the man was doing that deliberately. The woman understood that the man was making foul with him, but he couldn't say anything. I saw her eyes were filling with tears. He was holding the handle of the bus with one hand and a handbag with another hand. He was feeling so helpless. Once I got caught on his eyes, and I was feeling so guilty that I can't help myself in this embarrassing situation. Finally, I came near my office and I had to go down. I couldn't walk for a while. I feel like I'm paralyzed. I couldn't help a woman who was tortured and harassed by a beast. I had to forget that incident. I can repair the damage done. I took the lift and entered my office. I saw the receptionist one of my supervisor with serious. I saw the receptionist with one of my supervisor with serious conversation. She didn't look at me for a second, but we are good friends. Every time I came into office, he receives me cordially, asks me about my study, my health, my family, etc. I thought he's the only one in the office who really cares about me. Even she shared her lunch with me several times, but today he is avoiding me like a stranger. What have I done? I took my seat on the sofa and kept waiting. After 15 minutes, the receptionist told me in a cold voice that please meet the accountant for receiving your salary. I stood up and went to the account's room. After receiving the salary, I got out from the office through the receptionist room. I didn't look at her for a single moment. When I was in the lift coming down from my office, I got a text message from the receptionist. He wrote, "Sorry man, I'm going through hell. I couldn't talk to you. I think I can't be here anymore. Take care. I will call you later." After reading the message, I felt little comfortable. At least he is not angry on me. But I also feel sad thinking that she is not okay. There is something wrong happened with her. I thought we would have lunch together after receiving my salary, but now I'm feeling nothing. Walking by the footpath, I don't have the mood to observing people. Slowly, I got in a bus and took a seat by the side of a window. The bus was almost empty. One couple was seated together. I can see their face, but the girl has laid her head on the boy's shoulder. Ah, that's the peace, and I am burning inside. I'm not going to observe them twice. I'm going home and take a nap. And that was my story. And in the commentary, I have wrote commentary on my topic that communication can be either verbal or non-verbal. Non-verbal communication is more immediate but ambiguous than verbal communication. Men and women differ significantly in their propensity to use non-verbal communication. Their skill in interpreting and their means of signaling their meaning. In my story, I tried to draw a picture how male and female communicate differently using their body language and their behavior in different situations. We live in a society where we have to deal with different types and class of people. We can simply expect the same interaction from different people. Each people have their own mentality and philosophy. As a result, they unconsciously live their life in a different way. According to John Gary, author of the bestseller Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus, men generally communicate to transmit information and solve specific problems, while women usually use communicate to express feeling and achieve emotional intimacy. Consequently, women tend to use nonverbal communication more than men. Women are better than men at interpreting nonverbal signal. They are also better at reading unintentional nonverbal messages, such as signals of deception. Although men often send nonverbal signals, they typically do so with less subtlety than women. Okay, it's taking little time. Just wait for a while. In my story, the handsome waiter shown much non-verbal behavior than the girls, but the girls are intelligent. They use more subtle and restrained gestures and exhibit differential gestures. Furthermore, the receptionist in my office was more smarter than the other girls. Though she was mentally disrupted, he didn't show her emotion in her workplace, even not to her close friend. On the other hand, men tend to prefer face-to-face communication, like I had to do with rickshaw and the waiter, while women are usually equally compatible by side with their partner, like the ending scenario of my story. And that's all. Thank you for being patient and hearing my story. Okay, um, that's all. I think my story wasn't so so good. But our but my course mate has other course mates have made various thing to make the final project interesting, like some of our course mates made wrote stories, poems, songs, but I couldn't do that. I'm regretting right now, but that I have but I tried. Hope you will um, appreciate my story. Okay, thank you. If you have any thought or comments, then just ask me in the comment section. I will answer. Okay, thank you.